I cannot believe it. Hi guys, Mr. Tony T here. I'm in a little bit of a rush. I'm going to make this quick, but I did mention in my previous video that the Porsche had a little bit of a bang. I wasn't lying on that. It did. I was driving back from sort of out west London not too long ago, or a few days ago actually, with Annabelle, my girlfriend, and I pulled in on a merging lane. So I'd come over into this lane, and this guy in a truck seemed to get annoyed that I'd pulled in front of him, even though there was more than enough space. You could pull about 2 cars in there. He was standstill. I had my indicator on for ages, and as the lights went green, I went to pull away, and he just accelerated and just like clipped the back of my car for no reason whatsoever. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. You can tell how annoyed I was at the time. Yeah, just absolutely no need for it. But it's London driving, it does happen occasionally. You get these morons in cars that just lose it and put their foot down and cause more trouble for themselves and everyone else as well. So that's what happened in the Porsche. Not exactly thrilled about it, but it is what it is. It's getting sorted pretty quickly anyway, so it's fine. Following that, we actually did pull over, got out and just said, you know, that was clearly your fault. Not sure why you did that. There was absolutely no need for it. The guy instantly apologised, and his excuse was that he was in a rush to get to North London. So that's all very, very good. That's great. Really good excuse there. Every time I'm in a rush, I just crash into all the cars in front of me. Moron. Anyway, so that's it really. The Porsche ended up looking like this. So as you can see, there's a little bit of damage on there. It could have been a lot worse. As I said, he just sort of clipped the back of my car. So it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm taking it down to Portsmouth. There's a body shop there that my father has used in the past and put some business through in the past as well. So I can get some mates rates on that, which is pretty handy. We've actually kept it out of insurers, mainly because my premium is pretty high anyway. I don't particularly want to come to renewal and give them an excuse to up the premium. Even though I could claim through his insurer, it still means that you've been in an accident in the last 5 years. So I'd rather just not have that on it, considering the damage is minorly cosmetic. It just needs sort of tapping out and then respraying, which I can get for probably a couple of £100. So it's not really the end of the world, but it is a massive pain. Anyway, that's it really. I am very, very late. I said I'd be there about half an hour ago, and I haven't left yet, and I'm in London. I've got to get to Portsmouth. So let's get on the road. I'll show you the car quickly, introduce you to the paint shop, and that's it really. Let's get this car sorted. See you on the road. Okay, so in terms of damage, the car sort of hit me along this sort of rear quarter of the car, so I'm just going to bring you down and show you. So all of this here is scuffed and chipped, and this is pushed in slightly. You can kind of see it, see there? Where it's sort of been pushed back on this little rivet behind, and then as you come up the car here, you can see this indent along here. It's actually taken the surface off the paint here as well, and there, this is all scuffed all through here. This did look a lot worse in the pictures, but I've managed to sort of polish as much as it out. You can see all the scuff lines all up here, and then coming through into the rear bumper a little bit. So as I said, it's not the worst thing in the world, but you know, it shouldn't have happened in the first place. Anyway, I need to get in the car and drive, so I'll see you down in Portsmouth. See you guys there. Cool, so I didn't actually get a chance to show you around the car down in Portsmouth, but I did show you just sort of parked up. It was all a bit chaotic day. Anyway, I've just had a call from Simon there. This is down at 2-Pack body shop in Portsmouth, and they do one, a good deal, but also more importantly the best bodywork jobs that I've seen. I've had a couple of little scrapes and bumps in the past done through them, and it comes out looking like a factory finish, so brilliant. So I've just had a call from them a day early. It's all done, so I'm gonna hop on the train, head down into Portsmouth and pick up the Porsche, and hopefully it's now looking good as new. Yeah, I just can't wait to get it back in one piece, and hopefully no one else will decide just to angrily drive into the side of me, but another story. Anyway, let's go down to Portsmouth. Actually, that's not the end of the video. This is a couple of days later than my, well, a day later than my last video now. You join me, it's Mr. Tony.T again. I am up in sort of near Newmarket Way, at the sort of the family home in the country. I went to get in my car for the drive up here. Drove up here, we packed the car in the dark, put all the stuff in it, drove up here, pulled into the services to get some fuel, and I noticed something. I don't really know how to put this or word it, but I'm just beyond shocked. So this is my Boxster. This side of the car was crumpled by someone sort of pulling into me. So that has all been fixed. I picked the car up on Wednesday, and we drove up here yesterday. So in less than 24 hours of this car being parked in London in pristine condition, someone decided when it was parked up to reverse down the side of the car and cause exactly the same damage as I've just got fixed on the other side of the car. Can you believe that? Seriously? Anyone in London, if you drive into people's cars like you have done and you've driven off without leaving a note, you're the scum of the earth. And if I ever find out who did it, then, well, to be honest, I'll just report you to the police. But I cannot believe it. Can you believe that? Less than 24 hours. I park up about 9 PM on Wednesday evening, get in the car Thursday evening around 7. Well, it's a little bit later actually, it's about 8:30, 9. It was getting a bit dark. Didn't notice it until I pulled into the services under the light. All of this side of the car has been reversed down the side and crumpled, and they've just driven off. So this car came back to me, everything working, pristine condition, and then this happens. And this one I can't even work out with anyone because they've just driven off, so it's just going to come straight out of my pocket, unless I go down the insurance route, which I've said I don't want to do because it affects your premiums. So once again I've got to cough up and pay for someone else's moronic mistakes. Anyway, I'm going to show you a little bit of the damage of the car, and then it's going to have to go back down to the body shop and get the same thing done but this side of the car. Not ideal, not the best situation in the world. As you can probably tell, I'm not best pleased about it. But as my dad did point out, he said everything that's gone wrong with this car recently has been cosmetic. So touch wood, you know, it's nothing else mechanically is going to go wrong, because that really can cost something. Hello. So yeah, so this is damage to the car. So I don't know whether you can see it in this light, but basically all of this from the door here is pushed in. You can see some of the scratch lines sort of starting, but this is all flat and pushed in, and then it starts scraping all the way along here, All of this here is indented. That, you can see, is really indented behind the vent. That should be out around here. So this has all been pushed in. You can see where it's all sort of squashed down, and then up to the sort of the bumper's edge here where it's all scuffed as well. So there was some paint left on it, which was sort of a light silver paint, but I've polished that off as much as I can. But you can see all the scuff marks around here where it's all been caved in this side. Yeah, not very happy. And you can come around the other side and you'll see that it's absolutely flat, and you can see that the vent there sticks in like that, whereas on this side you can see the body is being pushed in right behind that vent. So yeah, not ideal, but it is what it is. It happens. Unfortunately, it's one of the negatives of living in a big city. You get a lot of people that can't park in small spaces, and they do that, they panic and they drive off. So, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, so I'm going to get this fixed. Fortunately, I am up here for the weekend in beautiful countryside. The weather isn't great, but nice fresh air. And I can actually still drive this and take it around these beautiful B roads like that, with loads and loads of really nice corners, and you can just have so much fun in it, even if you're not going that fast. That's it really. That is my little rant. So what you just saw was previous footage that I filmed, and that was sort of an intro as to the initial crash on my Porsche. So that's where I'm heading now, is to pick the Porsche 986 Boxster up after its second little crash that has nothing to do with my own fault, but these things happen. So fingers crossed, second time lucky. So I'm going to go down there now, hop on the train, pick the car up. Hopefully it's in pristine condition, and then I'm going to park it in a slightly different location where cars aren't reversing up and down the street 24/7, and hopefully I'll have better luck. But you know, that's what it's like owning these sort of cars, or any car, to be honest, in London. You are going to get damage on it, but that's a car I want to keep in, you know, the best condition possible. So it is what it is. Got to cough up the cash. So that's it really. I'm going to hop on a train, get down to Portsmouth, and let's check out the car. Cool, so nearly at Two Packs Auto. I haven't actually videoed in there yet, and I'm not going to because there's a few cars that are getting mended and fixed down there, so it's not fair on their owners. But let's go see what the Porsche looks like. Hopefully it's all better and all pretty. Yes, boys and girls, the Porsche is finally back from the body shop. Massive thank you to Two Packs Body Shop down in Portsmouth. I'll put a link with their details and their address below. They are absolutely phenomenal. I've got a few things done there now, and every single time they come back perfectly. It's a little bit dirty, but I'm going to show you what they've done. I'm at a driving range at the moment, just meeting some mates, but it's a lovely day, nice open car park. It's a good place to show you guys, right? So, the initial damage was on the driver's side. I think I've shown you this already, but absolutely perfect. Not a single mark left on that anymore. And apologies for the wind as well, it's a little bit windy. But this was the side, this was about twice as bad. So this cost a little bit more to fix, but still so much cheaper than in central London, and for a job that, you know, most people pay thousands for. So this is the side that got reversed into. As you can see here, all done. All of this, all pulled back out, all sprayed all through here. All the edge of the door done. Absolutely perfect job. So that is my little Porsche. All back, all good, all happy. And I'm a very happy boy because I've just got in this and it's driving perfectly. Just had a clean, although a bit dirty from the motorway. And that's it really. There's going to be loads more content with this car. Might be doing another rally, but there's some news as well with a few of my other sort of car friends as well in terms of car rally fun. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be another video, but I can't wait just to get in this thing, drive back into London, and finally actually park up somewhere a little bit more discreet, where people can't just drive and smash into the back of it. So that's it really. Please like, subscribe below. I've been Mr. Tony T. Finally, my Porsche's back. I can get driving again. I'm a happy boy, a little bit lighter in the wallet, but that's it. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Cheers.